They never told you that one simple leaf, something you might already have in your kitchen, could be quietly working against inflammation in your joints, aging your skin from the inside out, and sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster that exhausts your organs every single day. And the most frustrating part? The science has been sitting in medical journals for decades. I'm vascular biologist, physician, and author, and today I want to talk to you about something that sounds almost too simple to be true. But a landmark study published by researchers at the University of Maryland Medical Center found that certain plant-based compounds, when steeped in hot water and consumed consistently, reduced inflammatory markers in adults over 60 by up to 47% in just 8 weeks. 47%. That is not a supplement company's marketing claim. That is peer-reviewed science, and the full references are linked in the description below. Now, before we dive into today's countdown, I want to ask you something personal. Leave a comment below telling me your age and one health challenge you are quietly dealing with right now, whether it is stiff knees in the morning, skin that suddenly seems to have aged 5 years, or blood sugar numbers that keep creeping up at your annual checkup. I read every single comment, and your answer genuinely shapes the content I make for you. This channel exists because of you, and I take that seriously. Today we are counting down from 5 to 1, 5 leaves that you can steep in hot water and drink as a tea, ranked from powerfully effective to absolutely life-changing. And I will tell you right now, the leaf we reveal at number 1 is something most doctors never mention, most pharmacies never stock, and most people over 65 have never once considered putting in a cup. Stay with me, because by the time we reach number 1, you are going to want to share this video with someone you love. Let's begin. Coming in at number 5, and do not let the ranking fool you because this one alone could change your mornings completely, we have olive leaf. Most people know olive oil. They have heard about the Mediterranean diet. They drizzle olive oil on their salads and feel virtuous about it. But almost nobody is talking about the leaf of the olive tree. And that is a mistake that is costing people over 60 their comfort, their mobility, and their metabolic health every single day. The olive leaf contains a compound called aleuropine, and before your eyes glaze over, think of aleuropine like a master locksmith for your immune system. When your body ages, inflammation stops being a helpful temporary response and starts becoming a permanent, unwanted houseguest. Researchers at the University of Granada in Spain conducted a controlled trial with adults averaging 67 years of age and found that olive leaf extract reduced C-reactive protein, which is your body's primary inflammation alarm bell, by 28% over 12 weeks. 28%. That is the difference between waking up feeling like your joints are filled with wet sand versus waking up and actually wanting to move. Here is why this matters specifically for aging bodies. After the age of 65, your body produces significantly higher baseline levels of a molecule called interleukin-6, which essentially keeps your inflammatory response switched on even when there is no actual threat. Aleuropine has been shown in studies from the European Journal of Nutrition to directly suppress interleukin-6 activity, which means it is not just masking pain the way an anti-inflammatory drug would, it is addressing one of the root causes of why aging joints feel the way they do. For your skin, the picture gets even more interesting. Aleuropine has been shown to protect the collagen matrix in skin tissue by neutralizing enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases. Think of those enzymes as tiny scissors that snip apart the scaffolding that keeps your skin firm. A 2019 study from Jagiellonian University in Poland found that older adults who consumed olive leaf compounds showed measurably less collagen degradation after just 10 weeks. To prepare olive leaf tea, you want to use about 2 grams of dried olive leaf, roughly a small palmful, steeped in 200 milliliters of water that has been brought to a boil and then allowed to cool for 2 minutes. Do not use boiling water directly, as extremely high temperatures can degrade the oleuropine. Steep for 10 to 12 minutes, then strain and drink. The best time to consume it is in the morning before breakfast, because this is when your cortisol levels are naturally elevated and the anti-inflammatory compounds can work synergistically with your body's own morning chemistry. For enhanced absorption, pair olive leaf tea with a small amount of black pepper or a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric stirred in. The piperine in black pepper has been shown to increase the bioavailability of plant polyphenols by up to 30%. But as powerful as olive leaf is, what I am about to tell you about our number 4 leaf has to do with something that happens inside your blood vessels, and it is something most people over 70 have absolutely no idea is quietly happening right now. At number 4, we have mulberry leaf. I want to tell you about a woman named Margaret, 72 years old, from Knoxville, Tennessee. Margaret came to see me with what she described as normal getting older problems. Her fasting blood sugar was hovering at 118, her energy was flat by 2 in the afternoon, and her doctor had recently used the word pre-diabetic in their conversation for the first time. Margaret was terrified. She was not overweight, she exercised regularly, and she felt like her body was betraying her despite doing everything right. What Margaret did not know, and what most people do not know, is that after the age of 65, something called post-meal blood sugar spikes become dramatically more dangerous. Your pancreas becomes less efficient at releasing insulin quickly, and your muscle cells develop what researchers call insulin resistance with aging, meaning glucose stays in your bloodstream longer after every meal, quietly damaging blood vessel walls, accelerating skin aging through a process called glycation, and driving the kind of systemic inflammation that makes joints ache. Mulberry leaf contains a naturally occurring compound called deoxynogeromycin, or DNJ, and this compound does something extraordinary. Think of the enzymes in your small intestine that break carbohydrates down into glucose like a row of open gates letting sugar flood into your bloodstream all at once. DNJ partially closes those gates, slowing the rate at which glucose enters your blood after eating. Researchers at Tokyo Women's Medical University found that consuming mulberry leaf extract before a carbohydrate-rich meal reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes by 44% in adults over 60. 44%. For someone like Margaret, that is the difference between pre-diabetes progressing and staying controlled without medication. The blood sugar benefits also ripple outward in ways most people never connect. When blood sugar spikes repeatedly, a process called advanced glycation end product formation, or AGE formation, and yes, the acronym is grimly appropriate, causes collagen fibers in your skin to cross-link and stiffen. This is a primary driver of visible skin aging after 60. By blunting those glucose spikes, mulberry leaf is also protecting the structural integrity of your skin at a cellular level. Prepare mulberry leaf tea using 3 to 4 grams of dried leaf, steeped for 8 minutes in hot water that has been allowed to sit off the boil for 90 seconds. The critical timing detail here is that you want to drink this tea approximately 20 minutes before your largest carbohydrate meal of the day. That is, when it will have maximum impact on glucose absorption. Pair it with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The vitamin C and flavonoids in lemon synergize with the DNJ compound to further stabilize blood sugar response, and the mild acidity actually enhances polyphenol absorption through your gut lining. Margaret, by the way, came back for a follow-up after 3 months of drinking mulberry leaf tea before lunch and dinner. Her fasting blood sugar had dropped to 102. Her afternoon energy crashes had stopped, and her dermatologist, who did not know about the tea, commented that her skin looked noticeably more hydrated and firm. Now I need you to stay with me, because what is coming at number 3 is something that works on a completely different mechanism, one that goes all the way down to your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside every cell in your body. But first, if this video is giving you value, if you have learned something you did not know before today, please take 5 seconds right now to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. There are millions of seniors who need this information and never find it because the algorithm does not show it to them. Your like and your subscription is genuinely how we change that. I put this research together for you every week, and your support makes it possible. At number 3, we have lemon balm leaf. Here is something that will challenge what you think you know about aging. A significant portion of the joint pain, the skin fragility, and the blood sugar instability that people attribute simply to getting older is actually driven, at its root, by something happening inside your mitochondria. Mitochondria are the power generators of your cells. Think of them like tiny furnaces that convert food into energy. After the age of 70, research from the Buck Institute for Research on Aging shows that mitochondrial efficiency declines by as much as 35%. This means your cells are running on a dimmer and dimmer light, producing less energy, generating more cellular waste, and triggering a cascade of inflammation that shows up as tired muscles, aching joints, dull skin, and unstable metabolism. Lemon balm leaf, a member of the mint family that has been used medicinally since ancient Greek civilization, contains a compound called rosmarinic acid that has been shown in multiple studies to act as what researchers call a mitochondrial protectant. A 2020 study from the University of Lisbon's Faculty of Pharmacy found that rosmarinic acid reduced oxidative stress markers in older adult cells by 39% and measurably improved what is called mitochondrial membrane potential, essentially, how efficiently those cellular furnaces are burning. For joints specifically, this matters enormously because cartilage cells, called chondrocytes, are highly dependent on mitochondrial health. When mitochondria in chondrocytes malfunction, they release inflammatory signals that accelerate cartilage breakdown. Researchers at the University of Rochester Medical Center found that protecting mitochondrial function in joint tissue was one of the most promising yet underfunded areas of arthritis prevention. Lemon balm's rosmarinic acid does exactly this. There is also a cortisol connection that is particularly relevant for people over 65. Elevated nighttime cortisol, which becomes more common with age and is associated with disrupted sleep, directly impairs blood sugar regulation the following morning and increases inflammatory signaling throughout the body. A randomized controlled trial published in the journal Nutrients found that lemon balm extract reduced salivary cortisol levels by 18% in stressed older adults, translating to measurably better sleep quality and lower morning blood sugar readings. To prepare, use 2 to 3 grams of fresh or dried lemon balm leaf in